Hello and welcome to Coffee and Card with Linda from lindaspapercraft.co.uk, and we are in July. It's difficult because I filmed these the month before, but you will be seeing this in July, and this month we're using the Adventurous Sky stamps, and I'm starting with quite a monochrome, possibly masculine stamp featuring the designer series paper that goes with the stamp set. So let's get started. I'll just get my kit. So you will have a 12.5 centimetre square of basic grey, some white to do some stamping on. You will have a little sliver of basic grey. I've already cut out my little holder for my banner there. Your envelope, and the pearls that you've got are from the basic grey smoky slate pearls, or basic grey and smoky slate pearls, and an envelope to match. So the card is a 13.5 centimetre card blank, basically because I can get envelopes that it'll go in, which is why we go for that size. So it is 27 centimetres by 13.5 in thick basic white. Don't use the thin, use the thick, and it's scored at 13.5 centimetres to give you your square. So I'll pop all that to one side, and let's focus on the background for a start. I'll pop that to one side as well. So as you can see, so this is 12 centimetres by 11.5, and I'm going to chop it so that we could get 3 different sized pieces, but the gaps between them are the same. Okay, so I'm going to bring this out. So this is probably the only bit you really need to concentrate on when you're making these cards. So the first piece is 4.5 centimetres. Okay, so I'm just going to cut at 4.5 centimetres. And I do advise you try and keep these in order. Then I'll cut a 4 centimetre piece, and then the remaining piece is 3 centimetres. So those are my 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, not 4. Okay, so I just need my basic grey piece, which is here. So, and I'm just going to position them so that they are still the right way up. You will have different bits of map. You should be able to tell from bits of countryside where they are. And that obviously is completely the wrong way around. There we go. So I've got 4.5, 4, 3. And I am going to glue those down with my trusty glue. So there we go. So I'm going to put the first one down on the outside edge, and I'm making the 3 sort of top, outside and bottom borders about the same. And then I'm going to do the thin one on the other side, and then position the middle one between them. Obviously you're going to be able to get on top of yours, sort of overhead, so you can see what you're doing. So I've got lights and cameras in the way. So I am just going to do the same again, just by eye, equal top and bottom. Yep, and then that's just going to fit nicely in the middle there. So because all my borders are 1/4 centimetre, and there's, sorry, half 1/4 centimetre. Yes, 1/4 centimetre, and there's 4 of them, so there's a centimetre difference. There we go. Okay, see, that is so simple, and I think so effective, and using the wet glue does mean that I can wiggle it around a bit and get how I want it, and then I'm just going to put it on the front of the card. There we go. front done, so I'm going to pop that to one side to dry while I bring this in and do my stamping. So today's stamping, I am using basic grey. You could use smoky slate, you could use grey granite, you could use memento stamped off, you could use memento not stamped off. It's up to you. Any grey or black will do. Okay, and so I'm just going to stamp the aeroplane. There we go. Clean that off, and I'm going to stamp the happy birthday. I could stamp it upside down because we are die cutting it out of this piece, but I won't. It doesn't matter if it's not straight because we are die cutting it out. Okay. Now, because this isn't like if I was doing a normal A6 card, it would be a little bit longer, so I could use the full banner if I was in landscape, but because I couldn't fit in the aeroplane and the full banner, so I have trimmed it off a bit. So when you're cutting it out, I'll just show you. We're using this die, but you need to put it near the end of the happy birthday, so you've got a bigger gap the other side. Okay, and then we are also using the plain, the smaller plain die. And if you haven't bought the die set, then I'll include this piece and I'll include a blank banner for you to stamp. I can't stamp it for you. It's against the rules. So you'll have a blank banner that you can then stamp with the happy birthday. Right, so I'm just going to get my die machine. Apologies, that's my glass mat gone for 6. Still in one piece. I craft on a glass mat, but I don't like all the reflections if I video on it. So I usually stand it up behind my chair, and normally it stays there, but not today. Right, so we've got our little die cutting machine. These, yes, they are both going to fit. Excellent. So just need a little bit of washi tape just to hold everything in place. So, right, I'm going to look through. It is a bit of a tight squeeze. It does just fit. So, happy birthday. And then for the aeroplane, I am just going to line that up. And if you want, because this one is a monochrome card, I haven't coloured the plane. I did another one. This is one of the ones we did in class. And as you can see, I've actually used pencils to colour the plane in, so you can either leave it without colour or with colour. And that's a cling film background, which I have done a video on. Right, so there we go. Come on, just want to go in. Let me just line everything up. There we go. I will be honest, normally with my videos what you see is what you get. This is the 3rd attempt I've made to make this video. It just seems everything that's going to go wrong today has. So, there we go, one plane and one birthday message. And what I did with the birthday is I just snipped it off with a pair of scissors. So just snipped it straight across and then glued that onto here. So I'll just get my silicone mat. so I don't stick to everything. I use these all the time. They're in the catalogue. They're very inexpensive, and I get in a lot less mess now that I have this than I used to when I didn't have one. It also it keeps it quite still as well. So I'm just going to put a couple of drops of glue on the bottom of the triangle. Okay, so just there, and then I am going to glue that onto the end of my banner like that. And it doesn't matter if I get any glue on the silicone mat because it will just peel off, and then every now and then I just wash them. I have two, and I wash them in warm soapy water, and all the glue comes off. It's fantastic. So there we go, one banner, and that's going to be stuck onto the back of the plane. Now, got that on, I have got it on dimensionals, haven't I? Right, it's a couple of weeks since I made it, so I don't remember. So I'm going to pop my plane in line with the banner. So and this time I think I'm going to have the plane sort of going up slightly and the banner just coming off the back. There we go, so you can play with it and decide how you want it. And the other thing I thought when I made this was I wish I hadn't put it quite so far down. So let's pop this up, get that out of the way and bring the card back in again. So let's just see. Let's pop some dimensionals on the back and not take the backing off, because then I can decide where I want it. So I've got a mixture of large and small dimensionals here. So I'll put the small ones on there. Let's just get a big one. Is that going to fit there? And then a little one on the tail, sort of going over the trouble with my nail varnish is because it's so smooth, these sticky fixers stick to it beautifully. Faffing about with them. I was catching up with all my comments on my YouTube this morning, and thank you, Rachel, for saying that she's glad she's not the only one that chases gems all around the desk. I think I had particular trouble with one video where it just wouldn't go where I wanted it. I think that's too big for that wheel. Right, so before I take them off, I'm just going to look, and I just think it would look a bit better a bit further up rather than very near the bottom. I just think, so I think it'd be better there. So let's take these off. 2, 3, 4. 5. And then these 6. So I've actually got 8 on here, so it's going to be nice and solid. Where did we say? Out there. There we go. It's up to you. Have a play. Okay, and then I'm just going to get my tool and my gems. And I do seem to do a lot less chasing round when I use this tool. And also my map has actually got a really useful line for me to put my gems on. I'm a bit spread out there. Hey ho, a bit different. compared to, see, you can decide which you would prefer, either really spread out or really close together. It's up to you. Right, so there we go. So that's card 1. I shall be back next week with card 2. I hope you have a lovely week and see you soon. Bye.